Well, the streets of Cairo are a little quieter at this hour as a mandatory curfew remains in effect. Democracy activist Ahmed Rehab was visiting Cairo when the protests began. He joins us now on the phone from Egypt. Welcome. Nice to have you here.
Thank you very much. Glad to be on.
Let's talk for a moment about what you witnessed as you watched the protests unfold.
I joined the protests. I was there in the front lines. I'm an American citizen, but also an Egyptian, and I think it's the sentiment in Egypt has been for so long that they want new government, they want democracy, and the president has been in power for 30 years, never once elected. He was appointed as the deputy president for President Sadat, the previous president, and has been in power ever since. And so people want change, they want democracy, they want freedom, they want dignity, and that's why they came out in huge numbers on Tuesday, then again on Friday.
Now, did you witness any police in the area? We're being told that the police have virtually disappeared and that the military remains in charge of trying to keep the peace out there right now.
And that's the irony of this government. While the police was everywhere during the demonstrations, firing rubber bullets and tear gas canisters at the protesters, they were nowhere to be found today. Once the protesters got the better of the situation and made their demands, unfortunately the government has taken the police off the streets, and now you see rogue individuals and groups roaming around and terrorizing neighborhoods. People have to come down and defend their neighborhoods. There's no police forces anywhere.
Now, I know you're also a member of CAIR, and is it your position, is it CAIR's position that President Mubarak has to go?
CAIR doesn't take a position on foreign governments, but as an Egyptian in my individual capacity, I do feel that that is necessary. That is the sentiment and the request and the demand of the people. And let me tell you that there's a huge disappointment here regarding the U.S. position, which has been sympathetic to the president, whom they call an ally, and people are questioning how can the United States, the bastion of democracy, be supporting a dictator against the people's own free will for self-determination and democracy.
Let me ask you this. When you move forward and you think about the possibility of Egypt without Mubarak, are you concerned that other extreme factions may try to fill the power vacuum there?
When you do have somebody who has this tight, iron-fisted control over almost everything in a country and suddenly disappears, you are likely to face a situation where there is a power vacuum, as you say, and it is concerning. However, what the people want is a free elections, which they've never really had, a free, transparent, fair elections where they can choose their next leader. And that leader, they feel, is somebody that needs to earn the trust of the people rather than lose that and then try to force subservience via an iron fist. And that's something they've never really had before. So that's what they're yearning for, and that's why they're coming out in hundreds of thousands all over the country, not just in Cairo.
So you plan to stay there for the next few days? I mean, obviously the airports, as I understand, are closed, so you can't really travel beyond the borders there.
The airports are actually open for outgoing flights. They're closed for incoming flights. So if I wanted to leave, I could, but I have no intention at the moment. I want to be here with the Egyptian people and continue to monitor the situation. The people rose up demanding democracy and freedom. To me, that's a noble cause that I want to support as a democracy activist. And it pains me that my own government back home is not taking the right position by supporting the people and remains sympathetic, even tacitly so, with this out-of-business dictator.
Well, you are certainly a witness to history and something that you're going to remember for the rest of your life. Thank you so much
Absolutely.
for joining us with your insights.
Thank you for having me.
The TSA says it will not allow any more airports to use private airport screens.